Hey Gaming Nation Army, this is David Robinson, and in today's episode of a very special episode of the GNA ReCharged, I wanted to talk about a certain topic that I have been very much haven't said anything from the back of my mind. What I'm about to explain is because I have a problem with this, and this has happened since I started to play the game Rainbow Six Siege. Now, for those of you who doesn't know, previously I started to play Rainbow Six Siege in 2021, or is it 2022? But either way, so what happened is I was playing the game, just enjoying the game as it's come by. But sometimes I get roped in with some other players who are, let's just say, toxic. And one random user on that platform was very, very belittling me by using that word, the R word. I will not use it here as because this is the context. So he used that R word on me. And I got so upset, I just said, you know what, I'm going to leave. I didn't say anything, but after that, I actually contacted the folks over at Ubisoft to try and to report this behavior to that random person on Rainbow Six Siege. Now, after that, they filed a report. They told me they don't know if they're going to get that person banned or not, but we'll see. And that was many years ago. Today, I feel like this topic needs to be severely talked about. So that's why I wanted to make this episode of the GNA ReCharged podcast and explain the story in context. Now, the context in detail is it's going to be challenging for some people, but I know a lot of people listen to this and understand how I'm feeling. So I know a lot of you guys might already know that I play a lot of Fortnite with some friends. But basically, it's very heavy focus on competitive and PvP. So that's a problem in its own right. I normally just play this just for fun and not serious and everything. But every time if I'm playing a game and I'm getting whooped by another player, that frustrates me. And that is what happened almost immediately. I'm just going to say this right now, but I am no good at FPS games. Some better than others. I like games to have fun, not to challenge my skills. And as one friend said on Discord, it's not about the skills, it's about having fun. But basically, I didn't have fun when it comes to Fortnite or anything. This is the biggest reason why I'm frustrated on games such as Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, and many other PvP games that all rely on competitive tactics. And just like what happened in the Rainbow Six situation, I just wanted to say this. People who use that R word on a moderate learning difficulty person like myself, speaking, is disgusting and should be lauded. Not to say that in front of another person with disabilities. And this is the reason why. This is the reason why I gave out a warning at the beginning of this episode that there will be some sensitive topics. So, listeners, to all of you guys who's listening to this and hearing me say this again, listeners, warning. This might be sensitive topics. There might be a little bit of rants here and there, but I just wanted to point it out. So, consider yourself warning on that one. So, basically, I get frustrated. Sometimes people will say, oh, it's just a game. Yes, I know it's just a game. Yes, I know I'm trying to enjoy the game, But am I having fun? Absolutely not. That's in my own opinion. As a matter of fact, sometimes people just flex their wins. Now, I'm just going to say this. I know people will just say, it's just a game, David, just grow up. But you need to understand. I get frustrated because I'm not that kind of player who tries games for a living. I know there's a fact in life, there's some people out there who likes playing games like PvP and all that, but for me, it gets a hit and miss every time. It's like a mixed bag. It's like a mixed bag of something that you're good at and some things you're not. Like, for example, the Fortnite game, where you get a mixed bag of players that are doing good and players who are not so. But all I'm going to say is, players who use the R word in front of a disability player, that should not be in video games. In fact, that behavior should be wiped. And I'm saying that, and this is kind of a thing where it's not to do with gaming news in this podcast episode. I just wanted to send a message out there to all of you gamers out there who are moderate learning difficulty players like myself, is just to focus on the game and just enjoy it. And apologies again if I'm biased here, but yeah, but that's how I'm feeling when playing games like this. And I wanted to have some practice before, sorry for burping, but yeah, but I just wanted to practice the game just by myself, no one else, just me and the game. That's all. But if there are people out there who wanted to, like, you know, play for fun and not for the skills, then I'm fine with that. But if it's like for competitiveness, no. I just want to play the game just for fun. And as the friend of mine said, it's not about the skills. It's about having fun and just enjoying the game. So for my message to all of you who's listening to this podcast, please, I implore you to practice. Practice makes perfect. And if you can't manage it, then, well, all I'm going to say to you is don't give up. Keep trying, no matter what happens at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game in the end. It's just a game to keep you going, no matter how much you know of. And using that R word against another player is disgusting, in my opinion. So that's all I'm going to say for this episode. This is a special one-off episode of the GNA Recharge. Please, this is not a full episode. This is just a bonus one-off episode of the GNA Recharge. And everything I said is all true. So please take this opinion, and if you agree or disagree, I be fine with any opinion, whether it's a good opinion or not. I just take it aside. So all I'm going to say is thank you very much for listening. Thank you for understanding what I said in this podcast today is all serious. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. And as always, guys, I'll be back very soon with the first episode of the GNA Recharge podcast as I talk about Sweet Baby Inc. and how the game industry is disastrously ruined by them. So until then, this is David Robinson signing out. Peace.